Good afternoon, Mac. We should begin to see the snow fall here within the next few hours across eastern Iowa, and that's going to have an impact here on your evening commute as well as the kids coming home from school. Threat tracker in the purple here today and tomorrow for a high impact event all across eastern Iowa. Even have a little bit of a light snow chance mainly south of Cedar Rapids as we head into Saturday, so we'll have more on that forecast here in just a moment. As for the winter weather alerts, looks a little bit different. If you watched today in Iowa this morning, we have a few more winter storm warnings in effect, and this has been expanded westward to include areas like Waterloo down toward Tama as well as Williamsburg. And then, of course, we have winter storm warnings extending all the way east, even toward the Chicagoland area. So this is the areas that, or these are the areas that do have the best chance for a half-foot or more of snow. And then we'll have a pretty sharp cutoff here off to the north around Decorah back toward New Hampton, where we have winter weather advisories, as well as down in Kiel and Washington counties. So here's a look at the updated snowfall forecast. Still some room for a few tweaks here, but it looks like a good portion of eastern Iowa we'll see 6 to 8 inches of snow, and that is in that dark blue shading. Not everyone going to see 8 inches, but several of us could be talking about more than a half a foot of snow. And then in the lighter blue shading, we've got 3 to 6 inches in our far northern and far southern counties. We're going to have to watch here later tonight. Indications are that we will have a heavier band of snow set up. I'm thinking between Highway 30 and Interstate 80, where we could have locally higher amounts of 9 or 10 inches. So it's not widespread enough to where we need to put this on the map, but this is going to be a trend that we continue to watch here as we head throughout the afternoon and evening hours. One thing for sure, though, tomorrow morning, plan on some extra time to get to work or school. I'm sure we'll have school delays and cancellations to bring you. You can find those anytime on our website, kwwl.com. As for the temperatures, they're actually not too bad in the teens to lower 20s, and these actually won't fluctuate much here throughout the overnight hours. So the snow, it's still going to be powdery, but not as fluffy as what it has been the last couple of days. Right now, our winds, they're pretty much calm to about 8 miles per hour across eastern Iowa. But these winds will pick up here as we head into tomorrow morning. Notice tonight as the snow falls, it will be light, but between about midnight and 6 o'clock, those winds will pick up northeast to north at about 5 to 15 miles per hour, just in time for that morning commute. That's also when the snow will wind down just a bit. It won't be as heavy. But with it being a little bit powdery, it is going to blow around just a bit, which will have impacts on visibility, as well as perhaps a little bit of blowing snow in the rural areas. Right now, not dealing with any of that on Storm Track 7 Live Weather Network. Just kind of a gloomy day. We've got a lot of clouds. Have had a few flurries from time to time, but notice those flurries and very light snow showers. Not much of an impact on the roads from the Iowa Department of Transportation. It's not until you get west of Interstate 35 where we are starting to see partially covered roads. Here's Storm Track 7 Live Doppler radar. A lot of this leading edge not likely reaching the ground, but you don't have to go much further west than Tama to start seeing that snow pick up a little bit in intensity. It's generally light snow right now, and this snow extends all the way back into portions of South Dakota, and we take a wider view. This goes all the way back into Montana, so we'll have a couple pieces of energy continue to stream along the jet stream and bring us that chance for snow here as we head into tonight and into the overnight. So we'll go ahead and time everything out with future tracks starting at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Again, most of that snow still off to the west. It's between about 2 and 4 that does begin to overspread the entire viewing area. Might be a few flurries in Decorah, but again, it's the extreme north and the extreme south where we will have that pretty sharp cutoff with the snowfall totals. Notice as we head into the evening commute, 6 o'clock, we are starting to see light to moderate snow across the area. It's not going to take very long for this snow to begin to stick to the ground, and the snow is going to continue here throughout the overnight hours. Again, we could have some heavier bands set up to where we will see a little bit higher totals. Notice by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll probably still have some light snow falling, but most of the heaviest snow will be done. And then we're going to watch for another wave to track south of Cedar Rapids here as we head late tomorrow afternoon that could add an inch or two of snow. And again, another little round here late Friday night into very early on Saturday, and it looks to be south of Cedar Rapids. So here's a look at your disruptive weather timing. It's going to be later this afternoon into tonight that we do see the heaviest snowfall. Again, 4 to 6 inches far north and south. 6 to 8 inches across the remainder, the heart of the KWWL viewing area. Wind chill, not much of a factor, but the wind speeds will pick up 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that will cause a little bit of blowing snow and visibility issue once the snow stops falling tomorrow. And then again, we have that very slight chance for snow here on Saturday. Most of the area looks to be dry. And then we do warm things up into next week where we will have temperatures in the 20s. But it'll be a while after we have several inches of snow on the ground.
7 coverage tonight. Storm Track 7 meteorologist Kyle Kiel is live in downtown Waterloo tracking the snow. And Storm Track 7 reporter Kristen Rogers is live in Cedar Rapids. We will hear from both of them
as the snow continues to fall across the region. The roads are becoming a problem. And to talk about that, meteorologist Kyle Kiel has the latest details.
Hey, Schnack, these roads are becoming a problem very quickly. It's not long after the snow starts and picks up in intensity that these roads have become very slick. The snow started here in downtown Waterloo about an hour ago, and now the intensity has picked up, and the roads are becoming slick very quickly. We're taking a look here at the corner of Franklin and 4th Street. You can see a lot of slush and a lot of snow-covered roads. Even the last 15 minutes that I've been standing out here, things have become quickly covered up here in downtown Waterloo. Elsewhere across the state of Iowa, the Iowa Department of Transportation reporting that much of northwest Iowa into portions of central and east central Iowa seeing partly to fully covered roads as far as that snow goes. Across our northern counties, where we've only been getting a few reports of flurries or very light snow, mainly around the Highway 20 corridor, that's where we're not having too many problems. But you go south of Highway 20, 380 between Waterloo down towards Cedar Rapids and Iowa City being partially covered. Highway 63 near Tama being reported as fully covered, and we've had several reports of very slick conditions down toward the Iowa City area as well. Again, these roads are only going to get worse here as we head throughout the evening and overnight. And keep in mind, your car may be able to go to the speed limit, but you don't necessarily have to do that. So keep it safe if you're headed out this evening. Live in downtown Waterloo, Kyle Kiel, News 7, KWWL.
Kyle, very good advice there.